want to tell you right off the top that, man, I think it's a real big issue now that coming down to the end of the election, I thought back since the war went wrong and the economy went wrong and the joblessness rate had gone up, that I thought they could have ran a soggy piece of bread against the Republican candidate and managed to get a win in November. But I see that the Democrats are finding a way to screw that up. And so I need to go ahead and try to clarify. It's not so much as Obama doesn't have electability. It's not so much as Hillary's a better candidate. What Hillary Clinton is appealing to is the elephant in the room. The elephant in the room is a simply stated fact. She's campaigning across America on the concept that 13% of American people are African American. Almost 82 to 85% of America is Caucasian. So what she's appealing to is, you've got to hire me, because if you don't, that black guy is going to get in. Handling foreign affairs and the like, she didn't have to handle foreign affairs. She was wife of a president. I'm sorry, you don't really have to do very much. Just stay alive, serve the tea, fly on the flight. Now, I'm sorry about a lot of different things that has happened, man, but, you know, the Bosnia thing is inexcusable. There are certain things in this world, in your life, that you just will not misinterpret, and being shot at is one of them. And she misinterpreted and went out there flat out told y'all that she got shot at and sniper fire and all that crap. No, you're going to take a liar. You're going to take somebody who's a fabricator. She's done everything, but the thing is she's pushing the issue that she's putting the fear into people that, are you going to elect this black man? Are you going to elect this black man? Is this black man going to be your leader? And she's pandering that to that handful of white America that still want to hold back that situation and want to stand back against that. And you look at, you know, all the people that has bought into that concept along with her, and they're just trying to propel the concept that we must be led in America by some white person. And she wants to make history to be the white woman to run things. Now, I don't know about you. But there's one thing in America that I don't think anybody in America wants to do, and they do not want to have this country led by somebody that's wearing pads, okay? All right, John McCain, that's you too, Bubba. You know, sometimes I wonder why she doesn't just come off with a slogan and say, I may be crazy, I may be a liar, I may be a lot of things, but he's still black. And that's really the basis of the whole situation, man. It's not a matter. I mean, come on, guys. Let's be real about this. The man is a Harvard grad. The man has a wife and children. He's he's an elected official from his own state. He's managed to do a lot of different things. He doesn't give them, and then I say them, the media or Hillary, anything that she can just build on, you know. He doesn't have a record. He's a Harvard grad. He's well educated. He speaks well. You know, all right. Now, let me get to that. They talk about his speaking, and, you know, and they say he doesn't debate very well. Okay, well, let's be serious about this for a moment. You know, think about it. The way our culture has been run for the past number of years, when you see a black man under these big bright lights and being questioned by white men, chances are, and this is a big chance in America, that it's probably being investigated by police, you know. So with that idea, he's trying to maintain his composure in the presence of these conversations. Because by and large, when I stop and I look at what's going on, I ask myself, you know, how long is it going to go before they piss him off to the point that he blows up? He's trying his best not to blow up on camera. Because if he blows up on camera, then the media is going to hop all over it. They're going to beat him down. Every day you're going to see the same picture of Barack going off, you know. He can't argue with Hillary. I mean, it's not so much as he's not a formidable conversationalist with her, but the fact of the matter remains, if he raises his voice or he shouts at her or he gets real indignant with her, then the media is going to portray him as the angry black man, and once he be portrayed as the angry black man, it's almost like justifiable homicide. Then the media can go ahead and crucify him, because everybody's going to go back to that same old 1950s notion that, oh, he's another black guy that can't hold himself together, yada yada, we got to vote for her. And let's be real about this, y'all. When we look at the three possibilities, I think Barack ought to get it by default. I'm not saying that he's better than the other two, but let's just look at the situation here, okay? First of all, I'll start back with Hillary. Hillary is one of the most intelligent women I have ever seen in my life. Ever seen in my life. But the problem I have with her is she talks like a man. She talks like a man. She says these little threatening things, and she says these things to try to provoke an argument. And when a man has to step back to her out of that ring and be able to get down with her and be boastful and talk straight back to her, then she drops back into femininity, and that causes a problem because she's playing both sides of the fence. She wants to act like a man but then drop back as a woman. She's playing the fiddle very well in this contest because everybody seems to be going for it. I can't really stand it myself. And on the other hand, let's look at good old boy, John McCain. I'm going to say one thing. 70 plus years old. I'm sorry. He is totally out of touch with everybody in our great country because, you know, the last thing these kids want to see is somebody that old running things now. But that's the type of fear-mongering that I think that Hillary's putting out there for the general public. And she's got them so afraid of this man because we want to talk about economy. Okay, Hillary's campaign is in debt. Barack is raking in $40 million a month. $40 million a month. I mean, I'm sorry, guys, but, you know, when I'm plus 40 million and you're a negative, I don't see you as being able to handle the economy.